Hello, welcome to Tomorrow Again. Please thumbs up this video, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already subscribed, and share this video with whoever you feel like sharing it with. And make sure you hit that post notification bell down there so every time I upload a video, you will be notified. I wanted to talk to you. Well, first of all, I wanted to let me tell you what I did. And one of the reasons I'm making this video now and not making it tomorrow, because for some reason I thought today, was Monday. Today is actually Sunday, May 31st. Somewhere in my mind, I got the days mixed up. I set my alarm clock last night because I have a doctor's appointment Monday morning. And I got up, I ate breakfast, I took a shower, I fluffed out my hair. And my son had asked me last night, did I want to go somewhere with him today? And I thought, that's odd. Wonder why he doesn't have to work. It still didn't dawn on me that I was getting my days mixed up. So anyway, to make a long story short, since I'm up this early, I might as well make this video and get it over with. I wanted to talk to you today about a woman who is missing out of Colorado. Her name is Suzanne Morphew. And I had no idea about this missing woman. I hadn't heard anything about it, although she's been missing, I think now a couple of weeks. One of my really longtime subscribers emailed me and told me about this. And she even gave me her intuitive take. I can't even talk this morning. She gave me her intuitive take on what she felt happened to this missing woman, or at least she filled in some details, some intuitive details, and I'm going to share them with you with her permission. Her name is Andrea, and I've also had the privilege of speaking with Andrea on the phone, so I can really feel confident in her intuitive feelings. She has shared things with me in the past. Her, sort of empathic energy about certain topics. And she says, I watched a video about Suzanne Morphew, the mom that went missing on Mother's Day this year. Well, I got a vision that is kind of confusing, or maybe even a bit contradicting. I saw her bike, and I got the feeling it had been dumped where they found it, like she had not been riding it. I felt like she was getting ready to celebrate something. Not Mother's Day, though. I see a cabin in the woods, but I don't get a good feeling about her. And finally, I keep getting the words "gone girl" coming into my mind. I'm not sure if it's a reference to a movie or a message, a reference to a message, to her no longer being alive. When I first received this email from Andrea, I hadn't heard anything about Suzanne Morphew. I had seen a couple of thumbnails in my recommendations, missing Colorado mom and missing on Mother's Day, and I saw her picture on the thumbnail. Other than that, I had no idea about anything until Andrea made me aware. As soon as I got the email from Andrea and I saw the heading, Suzanne Morphew, I immediately started getting some feelings. And the first thing that I got was, now this is before I opened Andrea's email, but the first thing that I got was a bicycle leaning against something. It no one was riding it, and it wasn't just sitting there, it was leaning. And so then I became more curious, like what am I seeing? What's going on here? So then I began to read Andrea's email. So since then, I kind of sat myself down and I looked at maybe 3 videos of this case. And I saw a video of Suzanne Morphew's husband. I can't think of his name right now, but I saw a video of him sort of asking, has anyone seen his wife, and so on and so forth. And I immediately drew my own conclusions from that video of him. And I'm sure a lot of people came to similar conclusions. Now, this is what I'm going to share with you. I wrote it down. These are the words that I got, the images that I got regarding Suzanne Morphew being missing. And I couldn't quite string them together, but as of now, this is literally all that I got. First of all, there's a $200,000 reward for anyone who can, let the authorities know where she is, and if they find her, there is a reward. First of all, the first thing I got was, as I shared with you guys, I got bike. And I saw this bike sort of leaning, and I'm not sure what it was leaning on, but it wasn't, of course, just sitting there. It was laying. The bike was, I believe, on the ground next to some sort of structure. I also saw a cell phone. I'm not quite sure why, but I saw it, and I saw that someone was having an affair, or someone was being accused of having an affair. And I also see a woman who favors Suzanne Morphew, having something to do with this case. I'm not sure what it is. Oh, and to back up, I got another, I'm sorry, I'm all over the place, but I got another, which I didn't write it down, but Andrea, the subscriber that I was telling you about that sent me the email that made me aware of this case, she had some kind of feelings surrounding Suzanne Morphew's nephew. And he has been pretty active in this case. She didn't say specifically what those feelings were, but it was some uneasiness. And I shared that. I shared that exact feeling. I can't put my finger on it, but I'm not going to back away from it. It's what I feel. And she shared the same feeling. Like I said, I can't tell you right now what it is. But just to be clear, no one is blaming him for anything. It's just right now, it's standing out in my mind. Sometimes I get like these little sort of tingles of red flags, and that's one of them. And I'm not sure exactly why. It may be for no reason. Andrea and me, we may be totally wrong. A lot of this channel is to try to practice using our intuition. It's not always about being right or being wrong. It's really trying to strengthen our intuition. So take this with a grain of salt. I also get darkness. Whatever happened to Suzanne Morphew, I see darkness around it. There's a picture I'm going to insert here. That picture it's telling a story. And maybe you guys can look at it and tell me what you think. When I saw the picture, it's a poster of, of her being missing, and it just stands out in my mind. It just grabs my attention. Also on that poster, as you can see, there's a telephone number you can call if you have any information as to where her whereabouts are. I also see her neck area. I smell alcohol, and I see dandelions. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. These little dandelions, I see them in the area. I hope that she is found alive and well. Just there's an area that is coming to my mind, and as of right now, I'm not 100% sure why I'm seeing this. So if you have any ideas about this, any intuitive thoughts or feelings, please feel free to share in the comment section. And also, if any of you subscribers want to test your intuition, send me an email at misspsychicdetective@gmail.com and let me know what your thoughts are, what your intuitive feelings are about this. And if you'd like me to read them in my next video, any predictions that you feel, please feel free to email me. Now, if you just want to comment what you think, that's fine. You don't have to email me. I get enough emails. But if you would like me to share your predictions in my next video, then email me at misspsychicdetective@gmail.com. And I want to leave you guys with this. Boy, I made a prediction for the year 2020, and I said that 2020 was going to be the best year. Boy, was whew, this year has been very profound. Now, bad things have been happening since the beginning of time. There's been plagues, and there's been viruses, and there's been racial tension and racial chaos, and there's been these things since forever, pretty much. But now everything is recorded. Don't judge because of what you see on the outside. Take a minute to figure out what's going on. And finally, my last video, I talked about trust, and there's a certain amount of trust that we put in one another. It's just sort of something we don't even really think about anymore. I mean, you trust that the person across the street, when they get to the red light, if there's a red light, they're going to stop. You trust when you're walking down the street that the cars are going to stop when the light turns red. We trust our doctors that they're going to make the correct diagnosis and treatment. We trust teachers to teach our children lessons that can help them in life to get a job. We trust each other more than what we even think about, and we trust public servants to be fair. I don't, and I never will understand intentional, for no apparent reason, doing harm to someone. I just can't, that doesn't compute in my mind. And in conclusion, give everyone a standing chance, because you never know. Don't judge someone because of what you think they are, what group you think they should belong to, what group they don't belong to. Give everyone, without a doubt, be fair and act out of love. It may sound corny, but love never fails. Thank you. This is tomorrow. Again, wishing you guys the best of the best. Thumbs up this video. Subscribe to this channel if you have not already subscribed. And please turn on your post notifications so that every time I upload a video, you will be aware. And finally, thank you, Andrea, for your input on today's video. It was priceless. Thanks.